What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven, and welcome back to the Bazaar. For this starting loadout on Pygmalion, we can either have just like a bunch of junk, including a small gold tier item that might not even be good, or we can basically have the old starting loadout where you get a silver tier item and a silver tier skill. So that seems good to me. Let's see what we wind up getting for that. Okay. We get absolutely trash anyways. Sure.
I think I'll just get a small weapon. It's about the same as 3 gold. And then we'll fight the drone. Not sure if this is a loadout where it would have just made more sense to play nothing. Possibly. I really don't have that much going on. Yeah, they're basically healing up all of my damage, and I'm allowing them to scale. I think it'll be fine, though. Looks good.
It's all about motivation. You gotta know what you're fighting for.
Grade my bronze items is definitely terrible.
Nothing tiny,
Guess we'll look at some
nothing
mediums
big.
then.
All about moderation.
I mean, everything about all of this just seems bad. But I guess I'll play... I could do this. Heal equal to your shield. I don't know. It doesn't do anything for
Oh,
me.
I think you're really gonna enjoy that.
Let's just freaking play. Grab some income.
My dreams are too big for you to steal.
In theory, the early game is supposed to be a lot more dynamic and exciting. But it just feels, I mean, occasionally it just feels like super lackluster and unfulfilling. Because, like, I had no control over this absolute garbage start. And, yeah, I mean, I definitely just lose here. And it doesn't necessarily grab me. It's really just like, okay, this is a distraction, and I'm behind the 8 ball. And I think that's going to be the better way to look at it in most scenarios. Let's try to build up some income so that we can maybe come back later on. Oh gosh. I could try a max health build, but I don't think Arms Dealer is the way to go. I'd go for Arms Dealer if I got it early. That's an interesting build around. Start a fight shield. I mean, this can be a really useful item. It's funny on Bushel. I'm just going to roll, though. Yeah, this is so much better than
You picked that up quickly.
anything else that's happened relating to my starting loadout. So, let's go for that. Small shield item? Yeah, I mean, I don't have much cash. Oh, this is apparel, so that halves this cooldown. So I'm finally building around my items at the very least. Can I fight the thief? Probably can't fight the rogue scrapper, but could maybe fight the thief here. Sure, I'll give it a shot.
Knife or beef? Your choice.
This seems good. Just continue to build that income. Oh, I might just lose to Grindstone Concealed Dagger. I forgot how good this thief was. Oh, this is a pretty big amount of burst, though, too. Maybe we'll be alright. Have to hit them 3 more times? Yeah, it's doable. Cool. And they gotta hit me 3 more times still, so... easy win.
Watch the skies. Watch your back.
Shadowed Cloak plus a right-handed flail could be good. Alright, nice, nice. And this is also a peril, right? Cool. Could upgrade my Shadowed Cloak. Let me check on that. I think it... oh, wait. I think it's actually really good with the flail. Yeah. So Shadowed Cloak goes from... it'll have... it actually already has enough haste, so that's a reason not to upgrade it. A flail only needs 3 seconds of haste. Maybe I go to Kina then. It scales from plus 3 damage to plus 5 damage, which is almost double the increase on that. Could also upgrade the flail. How much does that run me? Flail goes from 8 to 16 starting damage, so an additional plus 8 damage. Sure. You know what? I'll play for the early game tempo. That's what this patch wants you to do. And Strange Mushroom is gold or skill. Let's just get an item. Or it's not skill. It's gold or... I just had it. I just loaded it up in front of me. Strange Mushroom is gold or a neutral item. Right. Okay. Well, I'm hoping... oh, I could make a critting flail now. 10% crit chance. Yeah. I'm just playing for the early game tempo here. So let's see how much that suits me. Even though I'm barely using... oh, that also shrunk my pants. So that might have made me a little bit worse for wear. Katana with Rush and Honing Steel. The Rush actually didn't matter. It's really just a Honing Steel Katana that's a little bit spooky scary. This does not quite kill. Can I get him one more hit here? I think so. Nice. Alright, well... that's tempo. That's playing for the patch. And I've got a bunch of income, too, so I don't feel that bad about this run all of a sudden. Probably just grab another small weapon. Chocolate bars are funny with the cargo shorts. But I don't think they're ever worth it still. Could go for some bronze tier neutral items. It's not the craziest, but I will just pick up another weapon here. And then a loot does pump up the cargo shorts. A weapon is 6 gold. You know what? I think 6 gold's actually the play here. That's a lot. Sells weapons, sells gumballs. We'll go for weapons.
Buy my weapons, and you might.
Jabalian Longbow is probably it here. It's still reasonable. And then I might even switch out the cargo shorts for something else. Or pump up the cargo shorts by... no, I mean, I think I just switch out the cargo shorts for 2 weapons, right? This is... so we can make it 60 every 4 seconds. 60 every 4 seconds is actually pretty good. Do I just fill it out? That seems horrible. The benefit of filling it out is that when I level up, I will have other reasonable things to play. So it's not crazy. But I think I already get the Halati in there. And then... yeah, I don't think I should do that. Piggy Bank is actually pretty good with cargo shorts too, and that will allow me to fill out the cargo shorts. So I will just play for that. I think we'll go for the Aether Right. Seems Aether Right to me. Rigged is just a busted skill. Wow. Okay, well that was obviously busted. Can we not have that happen again, please? 4% crit chance. Oh my word. Okay, that scared me. Every time this activates, it's gonna spook me out. Alright. We're able to grab the win there. Let's see if we get the rigged skill. We earned it after... Okay, we also earned a force field. I think that that's fair. Force field is actually relevant. Let's attend the seminar here and grab a piggy bank upgrade plus arbitrage. Curious how this works. I think it's beneficial for me. I think it just upgrades into a silver piggy bank with 5 value. So now we really want to be winning. And because the piggy bank has 5 value, I maybe should sell it before picking up my upgrade hammer. Yeah, let's just sell it. And then I'm going to grab an upgrade hammer for sure. It's a little bit awkward that I have to sell out of a gold, but I guess it's not that awkward. What's this? Yeah, skill. That's right. No use for the... It's just awkward that I'm 1 XP off of leveling up, but no sense in upgrading my longbow. It does give it a lot more damage and then does play for arbitrage. And I did have a previous video, which I don't even think I wound up uploading probably, because it wasn't that exciting, but I just like held on to an upgrade hammer all game, which just kind of feels bad. But I'll do that again this time. Oh, maybe I should have sold through... I don't know. It feels bad to sell through a unique item like the force field, but I could have had 10 more shield on this. I think still 70 shield every 4 seconds is pretty reasonable, so I'm happy enough about cargo shorts because it's not an item I would have picked up otherwise. But you compare it to... Well, actually, it compares reasonably unfavorably to the Langsian. They're about the same. Oh, wow. Yeah, Flail's just killing it. Nicely done, and that makes me 2 and 1. Not too shabby at all. I can upgrade my bow or grab a bronze tier skill. That's such an easy pick. I think I'm going to keep rolling. 20 more shield on that. Plus 35 health for each non-weapon. Nope. Yeah, I think that's what I want. Strength, and then we will just throw in some weapons in our stash. Especially these double cast ones. We didn't actually grab the double damage thing, but both of these are reasonable for now. We could buy small items, or we could put 10 damage on the flail. 10 damage on the flail is probably good to just keep winning. Spend some of this arbitrage gold. And we could get another upgrade hammer. Huh. There's definitely diminishing returns on upgrade hammers, especially because we're not using the one that we currently have. We could use it just to upgrade the longbow, though, and then get another upgrade hammer, or we could come here and grab a skill. What's better, a random skill or more damage on the longbow? I think it is a more damage on the longbow. As crazy as that sounds. All of these are fine. I do feel like I have the sauce to take out the flame juggler right now. So you know what? Actually feel like I might want the extra shield on the cargo shorts for this fight. Yeah, I'm gonna try fighting against the flame juggler. They're strong, but an extra XP could go a long way, for sure. I believe this burns for 666, which means this 80 puts me right out of range. This, obviously, is only going to hit once, or twice, rather. So it's not a huge deal, and it looks like I've stabilized here. Nice.
The flame is a fickle lover.
Yeah, the flail plus shadowed cloak is just a really sweet combo. We get a magma core, but the important thing there is that we got the... we got the bonus XP. Sells items. I could look for a different bronze tier item to duplicate. That's not crazy. Not planning on duplicating the bow. Small non-weapon. Now, let's go to JJ. Okay, we could pick up a cash register. Your weapons gain damage equal to this item's value. I would probably play it with my 3 multicast weapons. It's not crazy. I think I do just like the cash register, though. Though the cash register is a little bit awkward with cargo shorts because I need to make room for the cash register, so maybe that's a bit of a nombo. Do I even like the pig's gym? I like that it gives me max health. It's... I mean, yeah, putting extra damage on this, but I don't know. Survivability is really good. I'm kind of coming around to survivability. And almost just, like, willing to play bandages for follow-up care. It's significantly better than the laser security system. Maybe I'll buy these bandages. Alright. Interesting. If I find anything else relevant here, I will sell out of the force field. Oh, this is a big one. So I think this is just like a fun build-around card. It is not... I mean, it means that I should have picked up the pig's gym so that I could start scaling my health, because there's no real reason to start with this, right? Yeah. Maybe I will just actually skip. Ooh, Nufu, that's what we want to see. Because I got a lot of gold to spend. If you have 5 or fewer items, which currently do not. I can't really get there either. And it's possible. It is good with Crook builds in the late game, which I actually feel like I'm possibly building towards. I don't think I'm planning on playing Flail Shadowed Cloak forever. I'm never playing this, right? To satisfy it? No, I think I might just pick up a skill, though, that I have no intention of using right now. Or do I roll and see if there's anything a little bit more flexible? I have the gold to roll and buy a really good skill, but I think Long Strides is a really good skill. You know what? I think that this is good in a number of pig builds. I think I almost always want Long Strides. Then I get another skill right after. Your properties do some stuff. You have 1 income for each property. Yeah, and then here's the other side of the Long Strides. I think we're going to stick with Long Strides, though, and see if we can find anything else synergistic with that. Use a property. You scale. First time you freeze, haste 1 item for 2 seconds. Oh, this is good. Yeah, I think this is a solid way to scale up my max health that could allow me to pivot later. So, we'll go for backroom dealings. I think it's early enough here, too. And let's just upgrade this guy. Yeah, an extra 60 or 90 damage, depending on if the bow gets to triple cast.
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
They're going to have some pretty high health, but I have more starting health, which might make me able to triple cast with the longbow. This is also some nice survivability. Yep, longbow gets to triple activate there. So do we get to take him out? Oh, I don't know. I don't think we will. This is going to be really close. Does this finish him off? Nice.
Put it toward nobler use.
Yeah, they definitely could have scaled out of this one, and they had me for some damage over time as well. So 3-1. Pretty good stuff. Pick up a weapon or pick up some more smalls? Or a shield item? I think I'll go weapon. There's always just like crazy stuff you can find here. Langsian I would not call crazy, but I mean, despite appreciating a lot of this, I'm definitely going to play the Langsian for the long strides here. I could go for another Lost Crate. I could sell all my small items and get out of the cargo game. I think that might actually be a good opportunity. It's it's 6 extra cash. Yeah, that's got to be worth it.
Do you have any really small
Wow.
things?
Okay. Jabalian Drum this early feels crazy powerful. Huh. It kind of just replaces the Shadowed Cloak, right? It makes my weapons scale with all of my weapons. It's a little expensive. And it means that I might want to keep the Haladi. But we're definitely getting rid of this and these.
Oh, look. It's so tiny.
I think we just grab it, huh? A large gold item at this stage of the game feels pretty fun. I'd certainly want to replace the Langsian with
Mister,
something with less
Anyway.
cooldown.
thanks.
Or, yeah, lower cooldown. Could roll here, but I'm never finding another small. I'm maybe finding a better medium, though. And I do have some other things I would still be fine selling. Oh, I do actually find some smalls. Is this worth it? 3 small items. They're all silver tier. This sells for 0, but the items would each sell for 3. So this costs 3 to take a look at random stuff. Sure. I think that that's fun, at the very least. We're definitely done with the cargo pants. I think I'm done with the force field at this point, too. Let's crack open a shipment. See what we get.
Okay.
When you sell this, the core gains damage, sharpening stone, insect wing. Honestly, not that bad.
It's like the baby birds.
Really not that bad. Anyways,
Gift at any price.
I could have kept the weapon sharpening thing there. But I think I just want to go for tempo, and I want to sell out of my items while I am up against Barkin here. Seems cool to me. Can we take on the Gorgon Noble? That seems tricky. I don't have any damage over time. I do have scaling, though. I do believe Gorgon interrupts multicasts, and they will interrupt my haste, which is also not great. I want to go for it, though. So, I will. And I feel like I'm strong enough. So, I think it is my right. Just want to hope they don't put too much poison on me. And, wow, I'm actually, yeah, I've already activated. Yeah, that's insane. We're doing all right here, I think.
How would you like to work for us?
I don't think that this... maybe it activated once, right? Yeah, it must have. Yeah, it did. But definitely looking to get rid of the Langsian for an Atlatl as soon as possible. I think I'll attend a seminar. I'm a little light on econ right now. Ooh, that's beautiful. Oh, and I also want to visit merchants. That's right. I forgot about visiting merchants. I think I'm going to sell out a Shadowed Cloak, actually. Shadowed Cloak is technically better if I just wanted to play Flail and cut everything else, but because I'm playing a bunch of weapons, I think it makes sense to play it like this. 5 silver tier spare change. Or just a random silver tier item. Or a loot. Let's grab a random item. Who knows? Okay, never again. I almost always grab the loot there, but I was just feeling risky. Never again. Heal and regen. I don't know, I could find me like a kukri or something. Just gonna grab 5 gold. And then we are up against our Vanessa fight. Alrighty.
I should warn you. I'm not like other.
I don't think that I necessarily got like that much stronger. Especially because I don't have any type of sustain with losing the cargo shorts. I could just get bursted out here. But, wow. Yeah, okay, I got bursted out for sure. For sure. 4.8 second flagship. Does me in and makes me 3 and 2. Small non-weapon, health, toughness, and shield. I mean, what am I looking for now? I'm looking for weapons, right? While also not having the best weapon comp. This scales my health. This scales my health. And maybe I could find an interesting health-based build. Shielded Caltrops? What the heck? I mean, I'm playing Shielded Caltrops. It's interesting with Drum. Drum allows you to scale your Caltrops. When you shield... Oh. Shielded Caltrops plus Bushel. Oh, if I could buy both of these, this sounds like fun. And then I enchant this later. I'm going to need 40 gold. But we just stumbled on something interesting. Upgrade hammer. Oh, yeah. You know what? So this was also in my video that I cut out, but I regretted not just doing this. So I'm just going to do that now. And then I need to sell the Langsian, and then I can afford everything I want here. Shielded Caltrops and a Bushel, and we'll see where this gets us. I could also put the Shielded Caltrops in my right hand. I think both of those plays are fine. I do still need to use a weapon, so I almost want the Obsidian Bushel, potentially. I just realized when they allowed you to enchant everything with Obsidian, they had to... like, they had to come up with an artwork that they were alright with for Obsidian Bushel. Like, that took a lot of behind-the-scenes tuning. Yeah, we're not going for... I mean, I came into this shop thinking I was playing for a lemonade stand, but leaving with a Shielded Caltrops makes me feel pretty good. I've got no cash, so let's just get an item. Regal Blade. Not the worst item I've ever seen. Wait. Can the Shielded Caltrops kill the Lich? No way, right? I gotta read the Lich real quick. I think there's like a spreadsheet that I saw on Reddit that's like, can I kill the Lich? And like, everything just leads to no. But I'm just going to double check what their loadout actually is. I don't think that they really like multicast, do they? When any non-weapon is used, charge this 1 second. So that's all of their own weapons, whenever any of their non-weapons are used. Oh wait, these are all weapons, so I'm not going to charge them at all. The Bushel would charge them. But the problem is, they are a poison-based build. So I don't know if the Caltrops is really that good. But I don't know, I'm full weapon. I gotta try it, y'all. I gotta try it. What's the worst that could happen? The worst that could happen is they just freeze and poison me out before I get to do anything. It's definitely possible. Why did I get hasted? So this is going to really scale me up, and then the Caltrops gets to go crazy if they continue to use things, but I'm already dead. Dang, that early freeze was such a bummer. Why did everything get hasted? I just want to take a look at exactly what's going on here. First time you freeze, slow all your opponent's items. Okay, so it's really... But how did I haste? Unless it wasn't haste and I just misinterpreted the freeze cooldown as haste because they were both blue. Maybe that's what happened. Okay, sure. Alright. Lesson not learned. I'm going to do it again next video too. Because, like, what if, right? What if? Sounds so cool. I could definitely see replacing this, or even, like, try to get the Atlotl in here in some capacity. Yeah, we're going here.
I'm finished with fighting, but I can help you finish a fight.
Crook plus Shielded Caltrops is also not crazy. Oh, and Spiky Shield also not crazy. I mean, I've got no cash right now. Zilch nada. Got 15 right here. Right? It's 12 plus 3 that I already have. So, could pick up Crook plus Boomerang or Crook plus Spiky Shield. Women's have plus 8 damage. So it's plus 40. I think that might be better than the drum, which is sad. It's sad if the Crook is just better than the Jabalian drum. It depends. This is better scaling. This is better immediately. I guess I could play both. I could cut the longbow and play the Crook. Spiky Shield does get to go crazy with the Caltrops, but, like, how do I fit it all in? It's impossible. Like, if I want to play the Crook and the Spiky Shield, then I need to cut the drum, which is kind of what I'm leaning towards, to be honest. Oh, but am I ever going to want to play the Bushel again? And by again, I mean for the first time. I think the Crook plus Atlotl is just too good of an endgame strategy to not pursue. Then I have to decide, do I want to go for Spiky Shield plus Shielded Caltrops? I feel like if the Caltrops is good, I'm already winning, so I don't really need it. And I should probably just pick up the Boomerang for some passive income in the PvE fights. I'll grab it.
Use it well.
Maybe a little bit all over the place there. Probably just grab... Oh, Sharpening Stone on the Caltrops is always good too, isn't it? Yeah. Just any start a fight, pump up on this is always good. Alrighty.
Dreams are too big for you to steal.
I do have some investment on the flail, so... And it's still doing alright work for me. This is a fellow Crook build without Caltrops, and I think Shielded Caltrops just puts me over the edge here every time. No, it does not. Wow. That was incredibly close. It was actually a tie, which I don't even know how you do when I had cooldown reduction. Crazy. All right, well, you know what? Let's look at a recap. So the fight took exactly 12 seconds. Not sure how I survived there, to be totally honest, but I'll take it. Oh, maybe I killed them with Caltrops? Upgrading the Crook seems totally reasonable. A little bit boring, but probably correct. This just keeps me scaled up. I don't know if I want to cut the drum. I probably do eventually. Kev was so good for me that I feel like I should just go tip him.
Scales? could fool some.
Shielded Space Scraper, Bushel Upgrade, and then Fixer Upper. Never affording this. That might be a little bit out of my price range there, unfortunately, bud. But I'll upgrade a Bushel in case I give it an Obsidian enchantment later. And then, like, it's scaled up with follow-up care, and it's just smacking in for 200 points of damage every few seconds with the Caltrops. Seems cool and good and fun. Should I tip Kev? No, I'm like so good. I bought your Bushel. I bought something. I don't feel bad. Ooh, Mittel's Mediums or a Mysterious. This sometimes is just like a dually encounter, though, so
Welcome
who
in,
cares?
hon. What can I get you?
I do like Masterpiece. Masterpiece is a lot of income. If we were to just pivot into this temporarily, can we sell out of this and buy a Masterpiece? Yeah, Masterpiece is only 16. I can actually buy it with Train Spider plus Halati and hold the drum for a moment. Losing Halati means I'm probably just losing the drum, though I can play 5 or fewer. So I could technically play this. I don't really see that happening, but sure. Let's buy the Masterpiece. Just so much econ.
I like the exercise.
And then our day 7 encounter could be a Bonker. Sergeant Suds does nothing for me. What does the Treasure Turtle do? Oh, first time you fall below half health, shield equal to 30% of your max health. And nothing else super useful. So let's go for Bonk.
No funny business.
So now we get to see the Shielded Caltrops plus Bushel interaction, which seems pretty fun. Assuming my opponent does anything ever. They're going to get spicy with it first. And then hit me for some larger damage amounts. But a little too slow.
Hey, I was just joking.
We can't really get strength here, I don't think. Oh, we get the Toxic Concealed Dagger. That does give me another interesting option against the PvE fights. I also get a Gunpowder, which I'm not planning on using. So I think we'll put the Gunpowder here. And so yeah, I mean, I guess I play this. Scaling up the Concealed Dagger is interesting. This only puts the damage on your medium weapons. So I could look for more weapons, though this is non-weapons. I guess I'll go to the docks and grab a weapon here. Use another tech. Don't think I have that, right? Nope. I got toys and tools and weapons. That's it. Bronze tier neutrals, I think, are probably good to try to scale up the Caltrops again. And it could even just play like Junkyard Club. I can't imagine that is correct. Medkit to scale up the Bushel. Is that ever right? Can't be, right? Tourist Chariot. I mean, I can barely even fit in the Tourist Chariot, and then I don't want to sell out anything. So I'm not going to worry about that one. Let's just grab the Junkyard Club.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse
And
everything.
the Insect Wing in just a moment.
That's been sitting there 20 years.
I'm pretty low on cash, but I think I will still roll. Insect Wing, could throw it on the Crook, could throw it on the Flail. I'll just put it on the Flail. I have felt like sometimes in the past, like, when you pivot out of the Flail, you want more cooldown reduction on the Crook. So, yeah, you know what? I'll do that, actually. Who cares? And then we could put Toxic Concealed Dagger in this spot. It only gives it 2 more poison. That's really not worth playing for. Let's roll. See if we get any more pumps here. For 2 gold, the old sword, I'm sure, is worth it. So let's do this. The boomerang is probably next thing to be sold. Actually, it might be the drum.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that.
Cool. Alright, 72 attack shielded caltrops. We could certainly get outscaled in the late game. For right now, I think that we're still winning. And
You should know. I'm a
it's almost awkward because we're probably going to pivot into some weird bushel comp. I also feel like Obsidian enchantment went from an enchantment that you never want to see to something that is always super cool and fun. Oh, they are a solo weapon build. I've got 3 seconds to kill them. No! By 3 seconds, I meant like no time at all. Alright. I got soloed down. Nothing I can do about it. If I lose one more time, I'm done. Shield skills is kind of crazy, because what about sharp corners? Sharp corners is wild, right? Yeah, when you shield your weapon scale, so then the Caltrops is actually scaling itself again. Yeah, seems cool to me. Poison items, I mean, maybe I could find something awesome, so gotta go for it.
His medicine's opposite. I am a doctor of sorts.
Deal damage equal to 20% of your max health. Okay, but how do we ever get to 64 gold? Is it even worth reading? Toxic Grindstone does not work. This is kind of cool that it starts with more additional, or initial value, I mean. Poison equal to 10%. Yeah, similar, but it's activating every 4 seconds, which is cool. This is 6 seconds. I don't know. Poison on this is kind of a nombo, because this is looking to more or less one-shot them, right?
I see you've been practicing.
Not provide them... Oh, it's 20% of your max health and then 10% of this. So this hits for, like, 300, right? 1/5. Yeah. So, like... I think that's, like, 300. And... then 10% of that is 30 poison. This could be an interesting thing to build for. I don't know exactly. Sell out of the Masterpiece and pick up the Toxic Dagger. Wait, if I'm going to pick up the Toxic Dagger, aren't I also supposed to grindstone it? Because this works so well if you're actually putting it on a poison item. Am I supposed to pick up the Toxic Grindstone and roll and try to find, like, a Toxic Lottle? It gets so much harder to buy anything if I roll. I almost kind of like keeping the dagger against the PvE fights. I play like this, maybe? What are the chances the Grindstone makes my final build? Probably not super likely. I think I'm going to roll. The cargo shorts. The cargo shorts are back. Toxic Yo-Yo could be crazy. Not really, though. Because it doesn't work well with the long strides. This might be a swing and a miss here. I'm never going to have another apparel item in Be 4 seconds. It's also 10% of this item's shield again. So if this is 100, it's only poisoning for 10 every 4 seconds. Alright. I think I accidentally flew too close to the sun, excuse me. And I'm not going to be interested in anything now. Toxic Yo-Yo sounds like the most interesting. But it's not even going to poison for 1 damage. I don't know if it rounds up or rounds down. I think it might just round down. Let's take a chance here now on the dually encounter. Now, going to be a Mac encounter. Does Mac have any interesting medium items? When you crit, reduce this item's cooldown. It's not crazy. Rainbow Potion's always fun. It's a vehicle. That provides some interesting incentives. Do I even care about rolling? I'm just like so locked in on this bushel strat eventually that I don't know if I care about much else right now. First time you poison, burn, haste, and slow. I'm not currently doing any of that. So I guess I'll face the Cosmic Rock. See if there's a notable difference in XP. 223. Yeah, I think I just fight the Cosmic Rock here. When you crit haste 1 item, your items have higher crit chance. Both of those are fine. I mean, really just playing for the feather. I guess I could have fought somebody stronger so that I might be able to use the Toxic Dagger more. And farm out a little bit more gold. Nice, I get a Sharpening Stone. And I get a skill. First time you use a large item, rightmost shield item, rightmost item 16% crit chance. 16%'s a lot of crit. Don't currently have any crit. So I've got a little bit of a ways to go, but I think that 16% crit is better than rolling. Yeah, I'm fine with this. And crit, like right eye versus left eye, is much better in a Caltrops Crook build because I do want to concentrate my crit on something relevant. Try to find a better small item than the Concealed Dagger. I don't really know if that's useful. I'll go for it, I guess. I was thinking that something to put on the rewards card could be interesting, and I actually find 3 good things for the rewards card. Do I have to buy all of these then? Yeah, I think so. I can't. Only way I can buy this Signet Ring is if I sell out of Boomerang or something. So, you know what? I think the piggy bank will fall off pretty quickly. Let's just get the Signet Ring and the Truffles. Then what am I selling to make that happen? Guess I might just go for Truffles piggy bank then. It'll be short-lived, but I'll probably sell out of Drum tomorrow, especially if I prestige down here. Because then I will hopefully put an enchant on the bushel that makes it playable. Alright. Let's see what you got, Dooley. Dooley is definitely... like, Caltrops could be good against Dooley. Honestly, Caltrops could be good enough against Dooley that I even just want to play the bushel. Is this ever worthwhile? Everything just shuffled around there. Whoops. This gives me a much bigger Crook, too. Maybe I should be playing for that, actually. Sure, I'll play a boomerang. Okay, boomerang.
My people
Let's see what you got.
boring.
Jananas. Wait, Johanna's? Johananas. Alright. Caltrops has got to be insane here. Looks like it. And yeah, the bushel's just not letting up either. Awesome. Caltrops is quite good, of course. This we knew. And the video that I alluded to not uploading was also a Caltrops build, but looks good to me here still. Let's grab some silver tier loot. Let's stop messing around with random silver items. Come on. Another sharpening stone. I mean, yeah, that's just going on Caltrops every time. Let's see what we get at the ranch. I love XP. Plus 1 second to freeze. Oh gosh, that might... Like, what if I get a freezing bushel? That's awesome. This is just so busted. I think I have to grab it. Yeah. Basically, I'm now hoping to freeze enchant something, but there's still a lot of room in this build. Like, I'm not doing anything with the boomerang. That can go. Another sharpening stone. Just keep building up the caltrops. Is that right? Economic items. I'm kind of set on economic items, to be totally honest. I think I'm tossing this drum right now, though. So I do have room to pick up something. Sure. Plus, this also gives me some extra XP from visiting the merchant. A shipment. I will buy the boomerang upgrade, but I think I'm going to buy the shipment first. Wait, do I care about shipment? No, I'm going for Crook. I'm going for Crook. I don't care about shipment. Let's just buy the boomerang and get into our PvE fight here. Huh. Elite Duelist is lifesteal on your weapons. That's crazy good. Let's toss the drum at this point, so I've got room to boom. Oh, I can still play this if I want to. Yeah, I could if I wanted to. I mean, Shielded Caltrops is going to make me totally fine against Elite Duelist, right? And even some damage over time could be fine, sure.
Where knowledge meets experience, you find mastery.
Damage over time against all of their lifesteal is reasonable. Not that I think it's super relevant. I think mostly Shielded Caltrops with sharp corners is just going to be enough to carry me here.
Incredible. I yield to your skill.
I do think I got 2 gold from that fight. And I get spices. Huh. That is crazy, because it could actually make playing a small thing work again, somehow. It's only giving me plus 54? What's the 54 coming from? Oh, the dagger. Right. Oh, it would actually mean I'd have to play a large item. So I'd cut the flail for something large. And then I'd put the bushel back in. I don't know. Seems like we're pretty far from all of this stuff. I think I'm going to buy some... Yeah, I kind of want to hang on to this feather for a moment now, too. You know what? This piggy bank has got to go before it eats away too much of my cash. Do I just sell out of the spices and sell through the piggy bank? Probably. I think it's too weird. I'd love to try to make it work, but it's too awkward in Crook builds, unfortunately. Alright, and then, right, gumball time. That was also part of the reason I did that. It's just going to make it easier to buy some gumballs here. Nice. We love red gumballs. We love red gumballs. We love red gumballs. Not sell the boomerang, please. We love red gumballs. We love red gumballs. Greens are fine. Greens are fine. Greens are fine. But we love red gumballs. Alright. Yellows are fine too. Who cares? We got a bunch of red gumballs early on. Grab some mediums here.
Have what you need, I'll help you find who
And what does
does.
this do? Equal to your highest value property. I did see that this is kind of like busted right now, because if you're scaling up a different property, it can just immediately be sold through. Should I ever grab Spiky Shield for the actual fights here? Probably. It's cheap enough, too, that I think we can afford to just grab it.
Bring it back. I want you to be happy.
And then a normal grindstone if you have a tool, weapon, property, or apparel. So I've got a toy, a weapon, no property, no apparel. Hammock not doing anything for me either. I think this is right. Up against Vanessa, it's a little sus, but like, what am I gonna do otherwise? Play a masterpiece? I think we're locked in, unfortunately. This is also a 6-win Vanessa, I believe. Yo-Yo Aparo.
We're out to dethrone a king.
Were you 6 wins? Yeah.
Nobody.
I got a bunch of tiny stuff here, which is good for Caltrops. Wait, all of this stuff is smaller than Caltrops. How could they ever win? I'm going to eat my words in a second. They did give me 100 poison.
Bring her
But,
about.
yeah,
I got
Caltrops is
another
just
salvo.
so good against this comp. This gave me 100 poison, and then in response, I just activated this a whole bunch of times. And the Shielded Bushel meant that the... Or not the Shielded Bushel. The Bushel meant that it was hard for even that poison to really get me there. So now I can give something a heal effect. Excuse me. And don't think I want a healing bushel, so I think I'll give a random enchantment on the bushel and see if this is a game-winning one. Looking for obsidian. Alright, it is a bushel that gets to activate itself, which is not the worst. It's a bushel that then has even lower cooldown, effectively, because every time it activates, it gets to activate itself again, which could make for an interesting Spiky Shield build. Honestly, at this point, we could be... Oh, it also is Sharp Corners. Okay, we got something brewing here, then.
Take your
See what other
time.
mediums we
I'm
can
pretty laid back.
pick up. 2 gold for a gumball. I've never understood this thing. 2 gold for a gumball feels like a bad deal. When you buy this, gain 5 income. I've got no gold the rest of the day, though. Yeah, that's pretty terrible. Though, okay, I will say this. It is a small shield item that activates every 3 seconds. And so it is shielding for... I don't think the number that it's shielding for actually matters, but... I mean, it shields for 64 every 3
Take
seconds.
Your time. But let me know if I can help.
It's not nothing. It's not nothing. Could it... No, it doesn't really care to hold an enchantment. If I find an obsidian enchantment, I probably still overwrite the bushel. This is currently what I'm playing in the PvE fight, unless I think I can get away with this. Not sure. What can hold a frozen enchantment? I'm going to roll just to look for Crook.
You leave it behind. Someone else finds
I do really want to
it.
use this snowflake on the bushel still.
This world is
Not turning
full
down this one, of
noise.
course. First 4 times your enemy uses a non-weapon, charge 1 weapon 1 second. Right eye. I don't think that's worth it. You sell a medium or large item, get 2 chocolate. Shield Bash is reasonable. Oh, I sold through the force field earlier on, didn't I? Dang. Should have kept my turn 1 force field. That would have been the large item I was looking for. Right Eye is probably good too. But you know what? I think I am actually going to roll here. When you freeze, your weapons scale. Your heal items can crit. Your heal item has plus 50. It's a lot of heal. That is a lot of heal. I'm finally using follow-up care. When you freeze your weapon scale, that's like win more, right? Let's go for first responder. Why the heck not? Maybe we'll still obsidian enchant this. Don't think I'm interested in void goleming, so I think we'll just go for the master alchemist. Assuming that they have anything I use. When you use a tool, reload an adjacent item. So that could have worked with spices. I don't think Weatherglass does anything for me either. Your lifesteal weapons gain plus 15 damage for the fight. The weapon to the right of this has lifesteal. Lifesteal... Caltrops is cool. I believe Mortar and Pestle is a medium item. I don't think it's, like, that useful for me at the same time, so... I don't think I'm super hard-pressed about any of these things. Oh, here's kind of a little gamer moment. Nah, it doesn't work. If we had another small item, we could play 2 small items, and then after they destroyed one of my items, I would get long strides, but it's just not worth it. I think I will just fight the property baron for the extra gold. And because their items give you more value. When you heal, an item gains crit chance. At the start of the day, your items gain 2 value. They gave more skills to this guy, so that way you were less likely to pick up Master Salesman. I guess this is kind of a terrible skill against them. But... yeah, I just realized I'm going to lose. I just realized that I do not have a good build against this opponent. Oh, well. Yeah, a little bit of a throw, maybe. Wasn't paying enough attention. Do I try again for poison items? Maybe pick up the poison Itlotl. I mean, yeah, none of these other things are good. It's really expensive to roll here. Toxic Ice Cream Truck does technically work with the Shielded Bushel. And does work with my other thing. My, Snowflake. Here's an interesting aspect of this, though. If I start freezing my opponent, I mean, I should. Freezing an opponent is good. But then that also means I'm not using the Caltrops, which means I'm not using the Bushel, which means I'm not even using the Ice Cream Truck. I do feel like this is a really good opportunity to throw an icicle or a snowflake on an ice cream truck, though. Oh, Spiky Shield was kind of my build plan, though, wasn't it? And Spiky Shield is pretty good. Am I just locked into Spiky Shield for the time being, then? I don't hate it. I do have the cash to purchase some things here. If I buy the ice cream truck, then I should also get the toxic marbles. Is there a world where that is just a new, interesting build? Possibly. You know what? This seems innovative. So... let's try it. Toxic ice cream truck. Oh, did we just crash? Did we crash the truck? So the game just crashed. The servers were down for a second. And I was just about to go all in on a toxic ice cream truck. But then I realized if I lose today, I do get a chance at potentially re-enchanting this Shielded Bushel, which could be another really powerful way to turn this build. So I'm not sure that I want to spend the Snowflake. That's what I'm getting at here. I think still picking these up and even rolling is probably fine. I'm not sure, though. If I need to roll. I mean, I might as well roll. And yeah, I kind of want to turn off the long strides as well. I don't know why that shuffles everything around. I kind of want to turn off the long strides and use the feather on as much stuff as possible. You know what? I think I'm done with flail forever, right? Yeah, that seems fair. So let's buy both of these things. And let's roll. Wow, toxic bootstraps. Toxic bootstraps is kind of crazy. I mean, it's a little not super useful because I already have 2 toxic. I mean, but I would have just went for that instead maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. Because this does seem like it could be an interesting build. You get some damage over time. You've got a lot of disruption. I feel like the ability to burst with a spiky shield is probably pretty good, but I also have the ability to burst with a Shielded Caltrops. The problem is if I play against a slow build, I feel like this does absolutely nothing. Well, let's sell through the feather right now. And then let's just look at this and say, look at this. It's a Crook with only Caltrops. I could toss the Crook. I could toss the Crook and play Spiky Shield. I would need to play the Caltrops here. I actually might want to just play the Caltrops here anyways. Why wasn't I playing the Caltrops in my right hand this whole time? Well, can't come up with an excuse not to now. But still, like, Crook just to give plus 50 to Caltrops is really good. I might still just play for that, but I think I will hang on to Snowflake with the idea that maybe I find a crazy enchant in just a moment. Toxic Bootstraps I could afford. I could figure out how to buy it. Question is, do we really need it? I don't know. It's not that hard to buy it with just selling off the truffles, and I can sell the truffles onto Snowflake. Guess I would need to also sell off one more thing. I'm just a little bit short. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm 1 gold short if I sell off the truffles. What do I sell? The dagger? Yeah, probably sell the dagger. Oops. Alright. And then I'm... Wait, am I buying the bootstraps? Is that what I just decided on? Why? I was trying to think if I could. I didn't stop to think if I should. Like, I don't care about the enchantment on the spiky shield. I would be getting it to, like, play for something else later. I could certainly, on my next level up, whenever you hit the level up where it's just a straight upgrade, I could use that to grab a diamond toxic bootstraps, which is good. Am I hoping to make this into a matchbox? Not really. Because a matchbox would have the same. It would only trigger off the ice cream or the bushel. It would be more aggressive. Like, it would do more. It just feels bad to pass up, I guess. And that's the reason that I want it.
A good poisoner must be patient.
I
See you've been practicing.
it's sorry, this is a tricky thing, and I kind of like reset my brain because I stopped playing for a moment. So we can put this on the snowflake because we'll be selling the snowflake tomorrow probably. Is it worth bankrupting me for toxic bootstraps that I currently have no intention of using? I think no. So I think I just did a bunch of stuff for no reason, but it's fine because we realized it now. I'm going to pull out. I will probably just buy some more gumballs for the caltrops, which is not super exciting, but I mean, I could just go for medium items, try to find a Crook upgrade. Sure.
Do you have any really small things?
Crook upgrade is good. Permanently gain 5 max health. Oh, this doesn't charge itself anymore. This used to charge itself, right? Or it used to just do it whenever you used any item. I guess it was too broken. Shipment. I mean, now nothing is good because these are all enchanted, other than the Crook. I will roll, though. Just rolling for exactly Crook there, I think.
Okay. Maybe next time?
But let's see how this works. This is a prestiged down Vanessa, also 6 wins. And, like, here's where my build is bad. If Caltrops is not good, which it looks like it's going to be fine here. But if Caltrops is ever not good, this build gets bad fast. This is going to multicast out the wazoo, but every time they cast, I just Caltrops them right back. So it actually does nothing against me. Yeah, unfortunate, buddy. Sorry.
You should put it toward nobleness.
I said the perfect build against them. Holy moly. Alright. So, alright, I'm not prestiging down. I'm going to hang on to my snowflake, I suppose. How many times did I use everything? I barely used all this stuff. It's just a Caltrops build. Which is then like, okay, then why am I doing this stuff? I should have picked up the bootstraps to enchant in Atlatl, huh? Yeah, I mean, I do think that this actually is an Atlatl build. Let's find one.
My battle days are over, but my weapons crave
Diamond
more.
Caltrops gives me 10 more damage on the Caltrops. It's pretty impossible to duplicate a Caltrops. So,
And when you carry
we
my
will just
weapon,
grab it.
I fight alongside you.
And we'll roll. Oh, and here's the other thing I was saying it could be fun to build around, but we're definitely past that at this point. Here's the build. I'm sticking to it. Nufu's great. What do you got for me, Nufu? Oh, first 4 times you shield charge 1 item 1 second. It's actually not that crazy. Yeah, it's decidedly not that crazy. Probably do this. Items have crit chance for each weapon you have. I'm putting the crit chance on the bushel, though I don't think it's that good for me. I think I have to go for the hull, but, like, imagine it just hastens the Crook. Like, who cares, right? Am I ever rolling past the electrified hull? No, because if it charges one of these things, then it makes the ice cream truck happen faster. I should maybe think about what am I doing in games where my opponent isn't using that much stuff, and that is where, like, the ice cream truck could come into play. If they only have 1 item, if I can freeze the ice cream truck. I mean, freezing it for 2 seconds every 7 seconds is not really that impressive, though, either. Then maybe the shielded bushel could charge itself a few times. Feels like it's probably too slow. But maybe I pivot out of this. Okay, if I'm pivoting out of ice cream truck, which I feel like I am eventually, then I do want this. I want a frozen Atlatl. That's what I want. I'm not settling for anything less. Piggy skills or weapon skills? I'll go weapon.
Bazaar is filled
Lifting feels a little late.
It is paradise.
It's still probably better than strong arm. And I could get an extra 10 on the Caltrops just by putting it in the left hand. That's basically the same as strong arm at that point. So I could roll. I think lifting is actually it, though. I'm going to go for lifting. Because I am looking at every weapon option, every weapon shop. Just play this stuff. Oh, wait. Oh, no, this is if you have one medium item. And I'm never tossing my Shielded Caltrops, so never worth it. Though, I would actually like the Octopus, right? Yeah, an 8x multicaster. Sure, I'll throw a Snowflake on that. Sounds good to me. Yeah, I mean, they're just never touching me here. I did get to eventually use the Spiky Shield to take him out. Dang. Dang. This is never playable with what I've already set up, which is unfortunate. Get a shield item, get gumballs. Oh, what did I get? Wow, another feather. That's pretty gravy, baby. I'll save it. You know what? Yeah, I think that this build is better. I just need to find a replacement for Boomerang. I don't need economic items. I don't need gumballs. Sure, I am kind of a shield build. Yeah, not that kind of a shield build. Pearl? I want medium, so mid's worth is not good. Let's visit Pearl, see what she's got for me.
Waiting for us in the ground.
Weapons to the right of this have plus 100 damage. Plus 100 damage out of the Caltrops is... That's what the Crook is doing. I mean, so how is this bad? This is just a more flexible Crook. Yeah.
That
Sure.
looks like
Weapons to the right.
Cretaceous era?
Seems good to me. Gold tier loot, gold tier item. Gold tier item actually starts to look a little bit more reasonable, but I'm just going to go for gold tier loot. I feel like it's a mistake when I don't. So let's just do that. Ooh, 2 XP. Love it. And then... So what we should be doing here as well is... feathering. Unless I wanted to save the feather, but I don't think I want to. Yeah, I think it just makes sense to use it. And then play Shielded Bushel, Spiky Shield, Shielded Caltrops for 250. Looks good. I am a little susceptible to freeze and slow right now. Though, actually, no I'm not. Because this is just going to auto-activate, this is going to charge, and this will do what it wants to do whenever it wants to, you know? Oh, Crane could go crazy, though. If they aren't activating, Crane could get me for sure. It looks like we're all right, though, and I scale. I do also scale. No, I die! Oh, dang. Okay, yeah, they scaled way faster then. Captain's Wheel plus Toxic Cove. Yeah, that'll get me. Alright, so... probably have to go to a random enchantment location. I also kind of have to look at what the possible enchantments are on Figurehead. And maybe Crook, though. I don't think that Crook scales because it's already too good of an item. No, Deadly works. Deadly's about all that works, though. What about Figurehead? Oh, it cares about items adjacent to this. Interesting. A shielded Figurehead does have a combo. Oh, did we just... Let's see if we can get back in it. Getting a server error right when you go to click on Fate's Crossroads has been really awkward for me before. Hopefully that's not the case this time. Burning Bushel or... I mean, maybe even Burning Figurehead. When you use an adjacent item, burn 3. Oh, all of this got shifted around somehow too. Whatever. I could go for a random enchantment on the bushel, hope to get frozen or obsidian. Losing the shield would be kind of a bummer, though. Forgot I do have the electrified hull, too. I don't... Well, what is the burn on this? It's 10%, right? So it'd be 20 burn. Yeah, 10% of this item's heal. 20 burn is not bad. And it makes use of our some of our other skills here. I kind of just feel like I want to put obsidian on this. I don't know if that's a throw.
Things are so dull. Let me brighten them.
But I feel like this could be really crazy fun. And poison is, like, still just as good. So I'm not... Like, that's the same as if I had just gone for the burn. So now this is a proactive enchantment. Which means I don't need the spiky shield anymore. The build is now just Toxic Bushel plus Caltrops trying to do its thing. Don't know what the rest of the build wants to be. But this is fine for now. Heal and regen doesn't really help me. I kind of want shield on it. Or I want shield items, I mean, but I'll look.
Playlists for me. Feel the tunes, heal the wounds.
Restorative ice cream truck overwrites my previous enchantment, so that's not good. What does this do? Does this do anything for me? I don't think so. Hammock obviously does nothing. Huh. Ganjo? No, I probably do want to just... Yeah, this is fine. I do need to find something else before the end of the day, but worst case scenario, I can just play the spiky shield again.
Okay? I kind of like you.
Ooh, mediums are good, though.
Take your time.
Maybe we find the Crook upgrade. Oh, here's the Atlatl. Oh, right. I keep forgetting about the Atlatl. All right.
Just toss that on my back.
So now I'm full build.
To your door.
Atlatl activates every 1 second. It does need an enchantment on it. I kind of wish the enchantment was the poison or burn, but it's fine. It's really strong. I'll roll again as well. Oh, it could have maybe even tried to make some crazy build happen there with weights. Weights plus Toxic Bushel. It's probably way too silly. This gives me like another angle of attack as well. I do think I am going to... Well, one, I don't think I care about either of these anymore. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right. I'm going to play the Boomerang. And I think I'll be alright against the Awakened District. I don't really know what they do. Oh, they're a little slow. Maybe I should have played the Atlatl and not risked it here. Yeah, because they are not doing anything for me to Caltrops. Oops. Yep, I'm dead. Alright, I should start checking the builds before I head into these fights, at the very least. I lose to Soul of the District. Shield equal to your current health, damage equal to your shield. This might have even been a reasonable item for me. I don't really think so, though. So, it's not a huge deal. More damage on the Caltrops. I feel like I'm always winning if I'm Caltropsing anyways, so I don't know if I really care. But sure, what else? What else am I going to do about this here? And then final thing of the day, I will get another monster fight. A chance at redemption, perchance. I could go for a critting Itlotl. That might be a little bit better to throw it in my right hand with my right eye. I could still crit with it, though, and then put more damage on the Caltrops. But this is a better hedge, right? Yeah, let's go for the better hedge. And I'll just fight up against the Hulkling experiment here. I don't think this is the important part of what's happening today. I think the important part is the PvP fight at this point. But, I mean, these losses have added up. I would have been... Actually, I think I do still level up here, right? Yeah. Okay, that's cool. I can upgrade the Crook for a little bit more damage. I can upgrade the Toxic Bushel for a little more toxic. Or I can go for a gold tier skill. What is the Crook? So the Bushel will get an additional 40 heal. The Crook will... basically... Instead of 80, it will give... Won't it give 120? I might just upgrade the Crook. There's not that much time left in the game, and I'm worried that, like, now if I lose, I'm out. But I might just be able to upgrade the Crook elsewhere, which is kind of my concern. Yeah, I'm going to go for a gold tier skill. When you freeze, start a fight, gain shield. That is good because it triggers the Bushel start a fight, and it triggers the electrified hull. So I get 2 charges out of that. And there's some sustain from that. Sure, I'll go for defense grid. Seems good as gold. And here's an 8-win Vanesser. I'm not using the Snowflake, which is a bummer, but if we ever get to freeze enchant this, of course we just win. So let's see what we got. Alrighty. If Caltrops is good, we probably just win regardless, and if it isn't, hopefully the Itlotl can carry us. Obsidian Tripwire on the Itlotl, and then that's triggering the Fiery Proboscis and triggering the Shielded Lighthouse. So we are both going off, but you know what? The fact that this doesn't trigger the Caltrops is pretty good for them. Unfortunately, not good enough, as the Bushel plus the Itlotl are still a little too fast. I'm going to have to take a look at exactly how this recap looks like right here. So this got activated 9 times. This looks like it activated, yeah, a whole bunch of times. Itlotl just kind of providing support. Oh, they had oven mitts too. Cool, cool, cool. Docklines was not actually doing anything for them. I mean, cool build. Cool build by my opponent. And then they had Toxic as well. Use a weapon, adjacent weapon, scale up. Oh, this was an Obsidian Tripwire. Oh, so they made their own Caltrops here. Cool. In my previous video that I cut off, I got a heavy Caltrops and I called it a Tripwire. So that's funny. Both of those are kind of interchangeable now. So I guess that is the way to duplicate your Caltrops, is to find an Obsidian Tripwire. Let's... I mean, regen seems reasonable, but I'm just going to buy items, look for Crook. I think that's all we care about now. 2 value and you gain max health. I did get lifting. Oh, I totally forgot I got lifting. Oh, gosh. This is going to make it worthwhile for me to cycle through weapons. So I'm going to pick up the gym. Totally forgot about my lifting skill. That's awkward. Okay. Buy a bunch of small weapons here. Seems good. What the heck? Deal 1,000 damage to the player with less health. I mean, I guess it's worth 8 gold just to cycle through. It only actually cost me 6 gold because of Pig's Gym, so it's fine.
Whoever said money can't buy class had neither.
And then we're done. Freeze both players' items for 2 seconds. It's not synergistic with Caltrops. It's somewhat synergistic with the damage over time that I have from the bushel. If I were to enchant this in a weird way, and then put the snowflake on it, and then, what, am I like cutting the Atlatl for it? I don't think so. Goodbye. And against Lord of the Wastes, do I like this skill? Maybe. I mean, I'm just battling for the XP here, though, really. I'm done with this stuff. I'm going to put in the boomerang, too. I think I'm going to be fine.
The world whirls like the wind.
Magic Carpet, another chance to pick that up. What does this do again? Items have crit chance. When you crit, charge this. Not super useful, and then a shoe blade.
The Outlander way is true.
I don't know if I'll use
Someday
this,
you will see.
because it doesn't work with my Caltrops, so I feel like it could backfire. Not gonna have to deal with it, though. And then shield skills again, but don't I have the best shield skill? Oh, could now be the time to actually look for a heal skill? I don't even know what good heal skills there are. I already have, yeah, I've got the 2 best shield skills. Actually, the 3 best ones. Defense Grid, Sharp Corners, and Electrified Hull. I definitely don't need shield skills. I'm going to look on How Bazaar real quick and see if I can figure out if any of these shield skills or heal and regen skills are any good.
Ready when you are.
Yeah. So we're going to go heal reference, heal and regen skills, and I guess I'll type in health reference too. Match any. And then has to be available on Pig. When you heal, you scale your crit. Your heal items have crit. When you use a weapon, your heal items scale. I don't think these are good still. First times you use a weapon, charge a heal item. That's fine.
Time is money.
Your heal items have cooldown reduction. That would be interesting. That could be worth going for. I think I'll go for that then. Yeah. Or your heal items have plus 60 heal. I don't love that one, but I mean, like, when else are you going to have an opportunity to even click heal skills, right? First, 10 times you use a weapon each fight, charge 1 heal item 1 second. That seems worthwhile. Yeah. Sounds good to me. A diamond skill looks good. Buys your large items. I don't really think I want to do that, but I do want to look for small and medium weapons.
Send me your huge items. Price? Don't care.
Diamond bootstraps to upgrade the Crook is probably worth it.
Midsworth says I have to trade even when I don't care.
And then my slots are getting pretty dang tight here. But I would like to basically buy everything, so that way I can maybe get a bootstraps level up before the day is over. So what does that look like? Do I just need to get rid of the rewards card? Probably. It's gotten its value at this point. And I'm going to cycle through both of these just to spend all my gold. And roll for me, baby. It upgraded my... What did it upgrade? It upgraded my bushel. Sure. That is fine. And how much is all of this? No way that's 50. That is 32. And I have not spent any other gold. I still think it might not be crazy to just cycle through all of this stuff. weights plus the bushel. I mean, I need to play... It would be cutting the crook for weights. I don't think this is ever worth it. It's an interesting item, though, right? I am overhealing. Then I could, like, get some really crazy scaling over time, but I think I just am satisfied with my damage over time from the Toxic Bushel. I could end on it so that I have it as an option.
Not very big though, is it?
None of these are weapons. So I would literally just rip through all of these things so that... And I always forget, is there still one more encounter? I think that there is still. Yeah. So maybe I'll save my cash and spend it all in a moment. Oh, whatever. I didn't pick up the weights. Who cares? Pearl's dig site? That sounds like a good way to spend a bunch of cash.
Hope you packed a change of clothes.
What am I looking
It's all gonna
for?
Get dirty.
Sharpening stone? Is that good enough? Kind of, yeah. I'm just going to roll it down for a while, though, so that way I can use my heavy Jabalium drum. That turns the Atlatl into a heavy item, which means... Oh, but if I cut the crook... but if I cut the figurehead too, then at that point, the Atlatl's at 4.7 seconds, so probably just keep playing all of this stuff. Might want to sell out of Pig's Gym before I spend 50 gold. I'll try to keep an eye on that. Lighthouse burn. Is that restorative again? Yep. Though restorative is now better because I've got the invigorating blade, but it's worse because it's also just worse. This is an obsidian bird, which is cool, but not anything that I'm currently playing for. What is this one? This is a satchel. When you buy a potion, increase this item's regen by +2. Cool. Spiked buckler. When you sell this, scale up your caltrops a whole bunch. I mean, I'm just taking a look here through the bazaar. Could play Frost Potion. It's actually not good enough, I don't think, though. Magic Carpet, Old Sword. I really think I'm just, like, looking at all of this stuff to spend my gold so that I can level up the Crook. And I think I'll sell through both of these things and then level up the Crook. So let's just do that now. And keep it rolling. Cash cannon, not bad. There we go. Diamond Crook, and that's really all that I cared about. I mean, I can keep rolling, or I can pick up one of these items. Freeze one item for 1 second, but I'm not using properties. It was like barely even that much of an upgrade, but it was still fine. I think I might as well roll and try to find something good now that I'm here. What is this? Freeze. When you freeze poison. Oh, interesting. Freeze 2 medium or small items. Yeah. They nerfed that a little bit. Freeze medium or small when you freeze. This gains damage. Double income bonus plus... sure. It's fine with the bootstraps. Yeah, I mean, ideally I would have found something reasonable to put my freeze on, which both of these are reasonable things for my icicle. I guess this is really all that I care about. Sure, I'll grab the signet.
Looks like
It's more spending gold for the bootstraps. Oh, I could have actually lost the 50-50 and had Crook, or had the bootstraps go on Caltrops. That would have been really bad. I'm glad that didn't happen. We are, yeah, we're not that weak to slow either. We just faced against a slow opponent, actually, come to think of it. And this looks like potentially an infinite pearl build, or looking to build a big old shark. But I get to build a bunch of poison and a bunch of armor, a bunch of shield. Yeah, this is a tough nut to crack through. That's win number 9, and I think I mean, it's boring. I haven't done that much since I picked up the Shielded Caltrops. This is just Caltrops and hard commit, right? But yeah, I mean, if it ain't broke, we will potentially buy some more weapons.
Terrifying.
I think just buying weapons is still a pretty good use of my gold.
Buy from Barcoon instead. He actually cares
Oh,
about
wait.
us.
Oh, hey, golf clubs. Nah. I'll save my cash a little bit here. Oh, the Atlas Stone. I mean, I should never not be doing this stuff, but I could grab a 200 damage Atlas Stone that, yeah, by the time it activates twice, this will have dealt, like, so many more times damage. Don't know when that item's ever really that great. I'll risk some coin for some XP. I still want freeze enchantment, or any enchantment on this, really, right? Yeah, that's what I'm playing for right now. Just any enchantment on the Atlatl. So I will be going for the big guy. So we might grab enough XP to... I don't know if 16 or 17 or what is the payoff for this, but I think we're going to be doing better this time. And Soul of the District could actually be playable. But I think I should keep the Atlatl in every scenario, because it's good when the other thing isn't.
But not against me.
Well, now I want to pivot. Just kidding, just kidding. Non-weapon items, gumballs. I forget. I mean, I might as well look at non-weapons. The heal is just my max health, the green gumballs. It doesn't increase the power of healing items. Let's take a look at non-weapons. It gives me a little bit more health for visiting a vendor, too. Oh, Fort's kind of crazy. Huh. Well, shoot. Fort is actually kind of crazy. But Fort is bad with Caltrops, isn't it? Same time, I could make a diamond fort. It's pretty disruptive. I mean, I think I'm currently just upgrading the Signet is the plan. I'll roll. Could upgrade the rewards card here, too. I think we're fine. It's a little bit awkward because I have not done anything all day. Do get to grab a gold skill now, though. First 4 times you use your rightmost item, freeze 1 item. Well, that's pretty fantastic. That gives the Atlatl 4 freezes. And I'm not going to be upset about that. For a second, I thought that was the one that said your slowest weapon, which would have been a little bit worse. Oh, and then do I relax before the final fight? Or get a few more scaling from weapons? I think I just relax. This is such a big come up. I mean, maybe it's worthless if my opponent's playing poison. The only benefit of going to the dunes is I would get to upgrade the Atlatl for free here too. Do I want an Atlatl upgrade plus 10 damage on Caltrops? Or I could go for more poison. More poison on the bushel? Maybe that's actually better. You know what? Best defense is a good offense. We are going to go to the Artisan Dunes. And, oh, that was only 5. I only spent 5 there. Oh, dang. Well, still. Plus 2 poison. And that's all she wrote. So, hopefully this is good. Up against Merlin here. Yeah, I am 3 gold away from using my bootstraps. Slight miscalculation. I thought it would be 10 gold. But it's only costing 5. So,
this is what we are running with. My opponent looks like all of their stuff has lifesteal. They've got a deadly Crook, so some crits could be coming. Fiery Yo-Yo versus Shielded Caltrops. That could go either way. They've got me for a lot of burn, though, and they are staying maxed out because of their lifesteal at Lottle. So I'm done. All right, fair enough. Yeah, they just double damage on all of the weapons. Let me take a quick recap there. I could not get them for any amount of damage, unfortunately, because they just had double damage lifesteal. But their damage over time was still dealing a little bit to me. And then I guess, yeah, just an Atlatl that was twice as fast as mine. That'll also do it too. It was also a little bit bigger. It was 3 times as big as mine and healing it all back. So, but I guess they weren't fast enough that my Caltrops was able to do enough. I mean, my Caltrops still hit them for 6k. I guess that's pretty good. We still got them for 200 poison, but not quite enough there, as we will retire this run with 9 wins, but still a pretty good showing, I think. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.